Hey, how you doing? Okay, so I'm running around downtown St. Paul tonight just for a little change of scene. That's what I'm doing. Been out in nature, but the cool thing about the downtowns here is you've got like the river that runs through them, so you've got a little nature area, but then also it's kind of fun just to, be downtown and see the people and the places, and we got some pretty cool architecture down here. So one of the things is this building. I'm on 5th and St. Peter right now. That's a pretty cool one. And then right here, that's a pretty cool one too. And I used to be walking around these streets at all hours of the night because I had literally nowhere to go. And it's nice to actually, I would walk by these restaurants and these establishments or whatever without even the hope of ever being able to stop and get something because I didn't have any money. And and if I did, I was most likely going to not spend it on sushi. I had other priorities at that point in the day. But this building right here that I'm next to, and I would suspect most of these buildings are probably the same way, but I had a friend that lived in this building, and what transpired one day, I ended up getting trespassed from this building. They removed me, and people might have seen the wanted poster of me taking off with the skateboard and the giant tray of fried chicken, which I nabbed from a big tray of fried chicken. It just happened to be sitting unattended, and I was hungry, and I thought I'd be a hero, bring back a whole junk load of fried chicken back to the hood trap house and be like, hey, boom, but it sucked. It was such bad chicken. I feel like I did the guests a favor that day, sparing them that terrible chicken. But anyhow, so this is the place, and what's cool about here, about this building, and what I used to have some fun with, being that I didn't have anywhere to go, and Minnesota gets pretty cold. Yeah, not really the spot to be, outdoors 24 hours a day, and it wasn't, because you have to get creative. And there's a whole bunch of little fun alcoves and little nooks and crannies all throughout downtown Minneapolis and St. Paul. And so I'm walking here. And I actually, so this building right here, there's a sub-basement that the entire block is connected by this crazy sub-basement. And I really want to get back in there to show you guys, because it's wild. It's got stuff, it's not that wild, but it's pretty weird. It's like a time capsule from like the 80s, a whole bunch of like chairs and stuff that hasn't, I don't think, seen any action in probably a couple decades, and a bunch of tool, I don't know, maintenance guy stuff. But what was funny is one night I was down there. I used to sleep down there every now and again. And so this is a sushi restaurant right here. And then my friend lived in this part of the building over here, on like the corner, and I ended up popping up inside of this restaurant at like 3 a.m. Just like walked up some stairs, and all of a sudden I'm in the restaurant. So I was like, okay, well, I probably shouldn't try to make myself any sushi or anything, because I was thinking, like, that's just bizarre that you could just walk right into the place from the basement. But that happened. It's a very different place at night too. It's, some spots are a little bit more seedy than others, depending. And it's just a glorious day to be able to be happy, healthy, and free out in the world, and kind of going down memory lane a little bit, and just trying to get a sense of contrast between where I was at versus today, and just feel that contrast. And it's fun. It's fun being so low and so hopeless, and just doing the most for the absolute least. Maximum effort for minimal reward is what I was doing. And now life is so good. I mean, I couldn't even think to just buy a bun over here at Herbert's and Gerbert's because I was just straight bust, and any money I got in my pocket or any possessions got sold for other things almost immediately. The only thing I really managed to keep my hands on was my bike and my skateboard, and I went through quite a few bikes because they, homeless people steal from homeless people a lot. It's kind of unfortunate how that works, but regardless, that's cool. Regardless, today is a beautiful day. So anyway, love you guys. Bye.